Welcome to the Small Business Minute. Today's topic is e-transfer security. Given the significant increase in B2B e-transfers, I've asked my good friend Rob Fraser of Senior Executive Consulting to share with you some simple yet effective practices that we should all put in place to reduce the risk of a security breach. Welcome, Rob, to the Small Business Minute.
Thanks for having me, Greg. E-transfers have been a wonderful convenience, especially as a small business. However, there are some startling security issues. So let's be honest, most of these can be traced back to lousy security habits on behalf of the person sending the e-transfer, email systems being hacked, and just plain old bad passwords. The banks are backing away and not taking responsibility, so it's time for you to start doing them properly. If you use e-transfers or would like to, and I'm certainly a big fan, there are some simple things you can do to increase the security. So let's start with your email system. Let's move away from those old POP and SMTP email systems. They're based on 1970 and 1980 security and just have to go. Microsoft Exchange or Google's G Suite are great alternatives among others, as they both allow you to use your own domain. No matter what, change your email password right now. Make sure it isn't the same as any other password you use, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, or any other site. That way, if one system gets hacked, they don't have the password to everything. Use a minimum of 8 to 10 character passwords. And here's a tip: stop thinking of passwords and start using passphrases. Phrases are longer and actually easier for you to remember. Make use of a password manager. Please get rid of that book with all the passwords crossed out, or try to remember them all in your head. Personally, I use KeePass and sync it between all my devices, so I have a list of passwords no matter where I am, and I have a lot of passwords I need to remember. Change your email to use two-factor security. Pretty much every email system, Gmail, Outlook, use the two-factor or MFA as an option, and eventually will force them to be mandatory. And as any Exchange user knows, Exchange is going through this process right now. When using e-transfers, here's a couple of tips. Use your passphrase instead of a word. Don't send the passphrase by email. Verbally let the person you are sending the money to know what the password is, or use an encrypted messaging system such as WhatsApp. At the very least, send it to another email address that is different from the one that you're sending the money to. If you receive a lot of e-transfers, register so that they can be automatically deposited in your account as soon as it's been sent. No passwords needed, and no one can change the receiving account on you. These are just a few small things you can do to increase your security. If you have any questions or need my help, my contact information will be on Greg's website. Thanks to Greg for letting me use his time to get this information out to you.
Thanks, Rob, for sharing this very important piece of information that most small business owners should be taking advantage of. I'm Greg Weatherden, along with Rob Fraser from Senior Executive Consulting, and this has been your Small Business Minute.